The only thing that would have made it better is if Link ragdolled his whole way to the ground. Then I could have laughed at him. Because that is pretty funny. But other than that, no. It's not worth it. There we go. Gotta change clothes again. Don't mind me, just a perfectly ordinary woman climbing the walls. Oh, I see now. I was wondering where all the watermelon came from. Those weird watermelon slices. They're from that one girl that's eating watermelon, and then it's all depositing over here. And not anywhere else for some reason. Hydromelon, I'm sorry. Don't want to get the names confused or anything. Very wacky. Hello. It is me. Perfectly ordinary woman coming in through the windows. A Hylian Vi, huh? Can't tell how old you are, but this place is definitely not for young Vi. Because the drinks you make here are different than regular drinks. For one, they have a rare treat in them, ice. Oh, am I gonna have to go get ice? Noble pursuit. You wanna try our signature drink? I need a huge amount of ice to make that drink, and I'm fresh out right now. Besides, it's a really strong drink. Even if I could make it, I wouldn't sell it to a little Vi like you. Actually. What'd you say? I want to help her out, but I can't make the you-know-what without ice. There's ice at the ice house, but my legs aren't in the best shape for hauling ice. Why don't I get it? I have legs. Are you serious? You'd get it? That'd be a huge help. Pokey is my best customer, after all. Wish I could get the ice myself. Anyway, the ice house is north of town. And she manages it, but I think if you explain the situation, she'll let you have some ice. Should know she heads to bed quite early. If you plan to go, you need to get there while it's bright out. Oh, young lady. Carrying ice all the way through the desert and then all the way to town? I can't let that stand. If you bring the ice to the entrance to the ruins between town and the ice house, I can take it from there. Okay. Always gotta have one of these, don't they? Can you take this item across the field with enemies in it? Missions. They really like those, don't they? Because I'm just thinking back, I remember there was one in Twilight Princess where you had to carry a barrel of water. Okay, that's rocks. You had to carry a barrel of water across a field of enemies, which basically involves just, like, running away from enemies. And then throw it at a Goron. But you had to do it in a certain amount of time because it wasn't water, it was spring water. So it was warm. So you had a time limit too. Which wasn't hard to do, the time limit, but it was just like another thing to add to why it was not an easy task. And it wasn't hard. It was just, kind of aggravating. Yeah, ragdoll. Don't mind me, just a perfectly normal woman trying to carry perfectly normal ice while jumping on a shield. Let's see. It's an ice house used for storing the ice brought down from the mountains. Seeing as we live in a desert, it's pretty important stuff for us, Gerudo. So I guard the ice house 24 hours a day. Actually, well, if Ferosa wants ice, then you should bring her some. You're permitted to take some ice. You've taken the heat into account, right? If you move too slowly, the ice will surely melt. Ferosa has no use for water. That is a large block of ice. You would think maybe they would, like, have some system, right? Why don't we take it via a cart of some sort pulled by a sand seal? That would be pretty intelligent. Alright, so we know there's enemies here. I don't quite know how to deal with it. Oh, I see. I think in the sunlight it melts faster. Where in the shadows it doesn't. So you kind of want to plan your route that way. Because if you completely circumnavigate it... Okay, can I, like, drop the ice right here? Is it safe there? And then I kill these enemies real quick? I think it might still be melting. I can't really tell right now. And of course they have fire arrows, because that, you know, why not? Okay, let's take a look. I mean, it's a lot smaller than it was when we started, but I think in the shade it doesn't lose too much heat. Oh, I should have gone over there. Would have been able to avoid the sun a whole lot more that way. Probably, yeah, that's the way I want to go. Stay in these shadows. See, my thing would be if I drop the ice anywhere, isn't it going to get covered in sand? Okay, so that's a real chest. I don't really want it, but I just want to make sure if I go over there, I'm not going to get attacked. I don't think that's shrinking. Let's kill some enemies again. Okay. I think we'll continue sticking on the left again. Yeah, that level 3 speed boost is really fast. Oh, I didn't take into account the sun moves too. You know, I didn't take into account that at all. That means I'm going to have to stick out into the sun a little bit because the sun's, like, dead on right here. Unless I wait a little bit, but... I kind of don't want to do that either. And we're almost there. Hey, over here, this way! Bring the ice over here! Now, how do you expect to keep the ice from melting during the no shade over here? Oh, no doubt about it. That's definitely ice from the ice... No, no, no. That is ice from the middle of the desert that I brought you. I'm sorry I brought you counterfeit ice from the middle of the desert. Of course it's from the stupid ice house. I'll be able to make a noble pursuit with this. Maybe the best I've ever made. I've got one more favor to ask. Could you go and let Pokey know? Just tell her the best drink ever is waiting for her. What? No, of course this will work. Knowing her, if she hears a delicious drink is waiting, she'll come running. Which, of course, it's not going to be easy to get over there. Because I'm going to have to run all the way over there, and that's going to be a pain in the butt. Let me see if I can get one of the sand seals outside of town. I don't want to buy another one. There we go. So it is basically below us. Well, not below. It's south of us. And it is hot again. Oh no, not a good idea. Not the good idea that I could have had. Oh, the sand seal, you're ruining it for me. I don't need you anymore. Get me out of here. Your services were invaluable, and I wish you the best of luck getting home. Because I'm not helping you. He was here, right? No, it was over here. Dang it. Going the wrong way again. This loser back here. I gotta say, desert's not my favorite area in this game so far. It's hot, and it's slow, and it's cold. And the sand seals run away from you after a while, even the ones you bought. And you can't go into the town unless you're wearing the Goofy Girl outfit. It's like this region is just... Oh, whoa. There goes my voice. This region is just like rules, right? Why are there 3 of these in a row? That's suspicious. But yeah, it's like the whole desert here is just like a big, like, rules thing. Can't go that way, it's too hot. You can't do that. You gotta go slow. Can't go into town, you're a man. I'm sorry, I didn't know that was a crime. I can't take it anymore. I'm going to rot here. Actually... Huh? Did you say the best noble pursuit ever? I'm gone. And we watch her collapse, 10 strides away from heat exhaustion. That was really just Link being nice right there, by the way. He totally could have thrown her up, and what's she gonna say? No, I wanted to die here. Back off. We could have just thrown her off and then gone in anyway. I mean, there's even water inside, right? If this is the same kind of shrine quest where it's like surrounded by water. Which it is. There's plenty of water in here. Come down with me. I don't know if it's clean, but, I mean... Probably is. It looks clean. Alright, got some diamond. We'll finish exploring the desert, but I don't see there being a lot more of interest. I'm sure there's a couple things, like, you know, they said the sandstorms stop every once in a while. So if I were to know what time it was or wait for a while, I could eventually get into some of these areas that have the sandstorms. But if that doesn't sound interesting, I don't know what does. I don't know. That just sounds boring to me. If I got lucky and it was clear, you know, maybe I'd go, but it sounds boring, and I don't feel like waiting. I'd like to see what the next area holds. Get out of the desert with all its rules. We can, however, go to get another sand seal. And I can upgrade my health again. Give me another stamina vessel. No. No stamina for you. You have too much stamina. More stamina than any man or woman needs. These people are making a killing on the sand seals, but they're good sand seals. I like these ones. They're fast. Look how fast they are. Look at those speed lines. Okay, so if we head in roughly this direction, we'll go towards Dragon's Exile. If that storm cloud is still there, which it's looking like it is, then we're not going that way. So we'll just continue going around the desert. They've made an enemy camp over there. Oh, dear God. No. No, I'm done. I'm done with you. Oh, God, it's over here. No, 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 no. I distinctly do not like the desert anymore. Why? Oh yeah, let's just put this enemy everywhere in the sand desert. Everyone loves him. Oh, you know what? I bet you're supposed to fight Moldolga with a sand seal because you can keep moving and shoot at the same time. So you could dot. Whoa. Oh, whoa, whoa, hold on a sec. What's. Oh, sandstorm. Sandstorm. That's spooky. I don't like this. Get me off of this wild ride. Travelers! I'm here to defend you. Are you safe yet? No, not Jorah. Oh, whoops. Guess I did a bad job of defense. Alright. I don't know, it's just the idea that, like, the map was wigging out was kind of... It was kind of freaky, to be perfectly honest. And it's cold again. Alright, well, I think I've been to enough of the desert that I really care to see. I mean, I've already been over here, I think. Probably. I've already been, you know, up here. I've seen enough of it to know that there's just Moldolgas everywhere and it's terrible. So, yeah, I think we're gonna get out of here. And I could warp to that tower right there. The one that I'm trying to keep the camera on, but the camera keeps wanting to go back forward. But I think part of the fun is taking the sand still there that I paid good money for. Oh yeah, I was also asked if I'd seen all the memories yet. I haven't. I believe the last one, yeah, it's just this one with the statues right here. It looks like it's looking either... It looks like it's looking at the Gerudo Highlands. So I'm fairly certain it's somewhere in this, like, vague area. Because you can see what looks like to be about here in the background. There's a bridge which looks like it's going over water. So I would say it's probably, let's see, where's bridges? It's either going to be right here, which I think I would have noticed. I remember going over that one. That's not a bridge. But I think it might be this bridge. Is what I'm wanting to say. Yeah, this bridge right here. I'm not sure on that, but, you know, just based on what it looks like, I think that might be the case. I do like the sand still surfing. That's a nice part, but I don't know, the desert is just not very fun to explore because all these Moldolgas. And is it getting stormy over here? Hope it isn't. Maybe it's just getting dark. It might be just getting dark. Alright, I think that's as far as we're going. So anyway, if I go kind of over in this direction, I'll get to it. Probably not the way I'm supposed to go, but that hasn't stopped me. I've done that almost every time I've gone to a new area. And since we're going to be doing a lot of walking, might as well go... Oh, did I eat all the... Oh, I ate all the speedy food, that's right. Okay. No speedy food for me. I'll just run it. Yeah, let's climb up here. I was reading something else too. I think it was a Reddit post. I think I was reading comments or something where people were saying that rain was one of the few things that just made them really upset. Because, you know, you'd be climbing like this, and then it starts raining, and all of a sudden you're stuck at the bottom of a stupid cliff, and you don't really have too many options to get up it. Okay, it looks cold again. Excellent. Another cold section. It's Mount Grana. We're gonna go climb Mount Grana, and there'll probably be one Korok at the top, and we'll lift the rock and get the Korok. Ooh, speaking of Koroks. Okay, so the rock needs to go about here, I think. Yeah. I think once I finish up all of my traveling, I'll eventually make an effort to go back up to there and turn all those in and get another, I don't know, 3 weapon slots or something. You know something else I've thought about? While I do like that climbing gear set, I was thinking about this. It kind of sucks because most of the places where it's really useful are like mountains, right? So you can just jump up mountains with that, with having the whole set and having it upgraded twice. That little buff. You can jump up mountains. It's pretty useful, but then you start getting cold, so you can't wear cold, like, clothes for that. So you have to eat warm food. It's kind of oh man, I thought I had enough. Alright, Link. We're putting on the climbing gear. Doing it again. We're gonna jump the whole way up. Yeah, when I find it to be the most useful is when you can't use it unless you have a bunch of food for dealing with the cold everywhere. That is... I feel like that's not the bow I want. There we go. Yep. I do have some warm food though, so I'm gonna go ahead and do that. And see, now you can keep the climbing gear on. And for the next 15 minutes, the mountain is mine. Hey, but you know what we could do now, right? I was complaining that they're kind of dumb, but I could put on the snowshoes now, wherever the heck those things are. There they are. Now I can maintain normal running speed and walking speed over the snow. The other option is, since I think it's considered night, I could put on the whole stealth gear suit. And then I'd get increased running speed. Okay, we've got snowballs. What'd I tell you? What'd I tell you? They always do it. The highest point on the mountain gets a rock. Convenient that out of all of this a book survived. Mountain Peak Log. The shrine of my finding there's a log in my finding concerning the shrine that sleeps on the snowy Gerudo Peak. Is that up here? I come to the snowy mountain intending to find the ancient shrine that was written about in an old text. The shrine slumbers near the pedestal on a snowy Gerudo Peak. I believe I've arrived at the pedestal mentioned in the passage. It's been 7 days since I arrived at the pedestal mentioned in the ancient texts. Fortunately, I'm eating through my food provisions more quickly than I anticipated. On a brighter note, I found an explanation in the source text that may be a key to this riddle. When the snowy mountain pedestal glows, cast a cold shadow onto its core. I noticed a faint glow to the pedestal for a short while each day. But how to cast a cold shadow onto its core? Maybe put a snowball on it? Because that would be cold and it would make a shadow. I've lost count. I can feel I'm a hair's breadth away from unlocking the secrets hidden within the pedestal. I'm certain that a casting in Soul Cold refer to using a specific type of shadow. But I've run out of food entirely and I doubt now I'll ever have the tools to do the job, whatever that might be. So there's a pedestal somewhere. Right there. Okay. There's a point when it glows. Can you grow snowballs in this game like you can in some of the other games where you roll it around and then it gathers snow? Anyway, it glows during a certain point. I would assume during the daytime because it's got to cast a shadow. And probably, in order to do that, it's got to be somewhere, you've got to put it somewhere over there, and then the shadow will come down from this direction above Link's head. Once again, not something I have a ton of interest in just, like, figuring out. Okay, so that's off the map. So we're just going to ignore that. Not entirely interested, I have to say. Oh, excellent, it's raining. Where are we at now? It looks kind of... Actually, it looks a little bit temperate in that direction. It's like a transition from desert to regular almost right here. What's going on here? Oh, it's like a rot pile. Like dead bodies. Ugh. You can hear the flies buzzing too. I'm good. Get me out of here. Don't like the fly buzzing sound. Bravery's Grasp. I feel like it's been a bit since I've had a puzzle. That wasn't just the, you figured it out, here's your reward. I've had a couple of those today, haven't I? Switch between even height and having the left ones, I guess, raised. So what is this for? This thing just pans left and right. What does breaking the beam do? Can I do that with this chest? Is it metallic? No, it's not metallic. I don't think that chest is either. Curses, they figured me out, really. I have noticed that I'm running dangerously low on arrows. Maybe the shops will finally start selling them to me again. I'll just switch to fire arrows for a while is what I'll do. Okay. Huh. I don't really know. Does that switch these two? It does. Okay. Oh, right. I remember I saw a video on this. Someone used the ability that they have two separate bombs to solve this. Which I'm totally going to steal and do the same thing if I can. I don't know what that laser does, and I don't really know how to block it without, you know, my body being in the way. Ooh. Alright. So that'll get me here. Detonate that. Detonate that. And I'm now stuck. Come on, it's right there. Pull yourself up, Link. You could probably make a pile out of your own weaponry. Or get the, like, pour a bucket of water on the floor and then we can use cryognosis. That's the real life pro tip for you right there. So now I'm wondering what use does this platform have, right? Are there any other puzzle elements in this room? There's the laser beam. I still don't understand what I'm supposed to do with that laser beam. That does nothing. And I have nothing that I can block it with. And I can't move these. I can't even... Oh, you can freeze it. What does that do? That allows you to get past it. Is the laser beam not even part of the puzzle? Is it literally just a deterrent from going over there? I don't know about this. I don't know about this. Need to call in Wolf Link Amiibo and have him do something for me. Okay. I'm genuinely a bit perplexed on this one. I don't really have any moving objects I can use, like any objects I can move. I don't really get what that wall's for. Like the moving wall, other than going up there and getting, you know, just random treasure. When it's in this position, it's high enough that... Hold on. Let me try one more thing. Well, no, hold on. Let me fly over here first. We're gonna have to switch to fire arrows, which is unfortunate, but that's okay. That's why I've been buying all of them. Doing. Haven't heard that sound in a while. Or we could use lightning arrows. I think they're a bit more expensive though, so we're gonna stick with fire for right now. Is this high enough for me to reach? Can I do this maybe? Is this part of the puzzle? That might be part of the puzzle. Yeah, then if I had 2 blasts, I could make it. Okay. What was this one called? It was called, like... It was like Beauties something, or Bounties something? Can't even remember. I don't even really know how you're supposed to do it. But yeah, I need to get up to there, which I can totally do. Alright. I think I've got my plan now. But I remember I saw this particular one. Someone was showing it off. I have no idea how you're supposed to do it. Maybe I'll look that up afterwards. Let me solve it first, then I'm gonna look it up really quick and see how you're supposed to do it. Because this is one of those where I don't legitimately see, like, how I'm supposed to do it. I don't know. It just feels weird. I mean, maybe that is the technique. But compounding that with the idea that I thought using 2 items here was wrong just is kind of weird. We're gonna figure it out though. I'm gonna look it up. I'm gonna look up like a walkthrough for it or something. I just gotta figure out what it was called first because I can't remember. What are you doing here? Anyway, this one is called Bravery's Grasp. I don't know what was especially brave about that, but I'm gonna look it up. Wait, what? Okay, this is kind of interesting. So apparently, I'm watching it right now. I'm watching someone's, like, walkthrough of it. You know that laser block? You can pick that block up. I didn't even know. And it emits a laser. So what you need to do is you need to pick up the block, set it up on that moving block, then you've got a timer. You've just created a timer for yourself. Which is a bit easier than the technique I did, but I had no idea you could pick up and move the laser. That's pretty interesting. Alright, I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. That's pretty interesting. What are you doing here at, like, the rot pile? Fighting with your spoon and wooden pot top. Who are you? Who are you? My name is Moza. I'm trying to perfect my ultimate dish, so I'm training in isolation right now. You smoke signal? Your smoke signal? Oh, you mean the smoke. This is not a smoke signal. As you can plainly see, I'm in the middle of cooking. It's, burning badly. I'm burning it? So you're saying I messed it up. I see. For some reason, no matter how hard I try to cook something wonderful, it always turns out badly. I thought this ultimate recipe myself, too. Why is this happening? Oh god, do I want to learn a recipe from her?
Oh.
I would love to. I don't mind at all. I'm sure you'll be able to cook something really tasty. I mean, probably. I have recipes for a lavish meat dish, an ancient meat dish, and an ultimate survival dish. Let's go ultimate survival. First, you have to defeat a monster. After that, you just find a cooking pot and toss it in. Tons of monster parts. In order to survive out in the wild, you've got to be willing to eat anything. That's the idea behind my ultimate survival dish. So you just throw in monster parts. I may end up with nothing to eat but dubious food, but I won't achieve my goal unless I make some sacrifices. I don't see what's so dubious about using monster parts, though. Alright, ancient meat dish. Bird meat or steak. You cook it with something from a broken guardian. An ancient part. That sounds gross, too. Cooking is complicated. You sow ore and meat now. What I always end up making is rock hard food. Don't you understand? No touchy my cooking pot. Very sweat on your hands could ruin the salt balance. And I can guarantee you my cooked box food is going to be better than your food. It's just like a rot pile over here. It's kind of gross. Dead creatures and stuff. Alright, so I see a tower roughly in that direction, which is where I need to go to get the map for this area. Which I think we'll do today, and I think that'll be the last thing we're gonna do. Ah, look at this beautiful grass. I haven't seen grass in a while, it feels like. So beautiful. Normie horses just coming through. Hey, I think this is my bridge. I think there's something right over there. Yeah. I think we're really close. And there's a lake here, too. I wonder if that's Lake Hyleia. I was told about it a while ago, and I still haven't seen it yet. We'll find out as soon as I get this map opened. But I think that's my bridge right there. That looks a lot like the one in the picture, but, you know, from the wrong angle. Which, if that is the case, that might be my tree right there. That one right there. Yeah, it does look like that in the background. And is that the smoke signal from the person burning the food? You can see that from a while away, too. Don't mind me. Just running through your bad guy camp. Fairly undefended, I might note. Hello. Lake Tower. I'm gonna go out on a limb and say that's probably Lake Hylia. Because it's pretty big and lakey looking. And I was told that's... I need a part from there. I can't even remember what the part was, but I need a part from there to upgrade the champion's tunic. It does look really green over here. I like it. I like the green. I like it better than that desert. I was getting kind of sick of the desert, to be perfectly honest, as you can probably tell by all the things I've said today. Yeah, I could see it being called Lake Area. Let's see. Lake Hylia. Here we go, finally. Hylia Island. So I'm going to guess the monster, or wherever we get that thing we need to upgrade the tunic, is going to be around there at Hylia Island. And the right side is dominated by a forest of sort. Guccini Plain. We've also got Lake of the Horse God. And we've got some shoreline as well. Some wetlands. So this place is a lot of different things. Yeah, I want to say somewhere around this area is where our picture's at. And we're, I think, slightly under an hour and a half. And I'd really like to get that picture thing done with, to be honest. Let's go do that really quick. The Earth looks pretty beat up right here. Bridge of Hylia. You couldn't have called it like Great Hyrule Bridge? Bridge of Hylia sounds slightly lame, IMO. Perfect stealth. So they built a fountain in the middle of a bridge. That's an interesting design choice. I like it. Salmon. Yeah, we'll definitely have to do that. What are you doing here? Get out of here. Give me your bananas. Bananas. Right, so there's a circle of rocks there. Alright, let's do it. Oh, that was close. I don't even know how to adjust from that. Maybe like right there? No, that's... Lining up is going to be the hardest part of this. Oh, that doesn't... Oh! It's like I'm playing soccer. Goal! Nothing but net. What are you guys here for? Are you gonna send me to the Dark Realm? He almost did. But I got a wind cleaver. There's the bonitis. So I guess after upsetting them, they've now started sending the big guys after me, and not just the tiny banana delivers. Delivers? Delivery people? Something. I had something going there. It was supposed to be funny, but it didn't happen. Yeah. I feel like it's this tree because there's no other trees around it. Which is kind of what the original one looked like too. There weren't really any trees around it. So just out of curiosity, I don't know if I've asked this before. What's everyone's favorite part of the Breath of the Wild map? Either because you liked the story that happened in it, or just because you liked exploring it, or whatever. What's your favorite part? For me, I'd have to say I really liked the Lanryu area a lot. And Akala. Really, the Lanryu and Akala were, I think, some of my favorite areas. I just kind of liked the setting and how Akala felt. It felt really autumn, fall, whatever you call it. What's this? Daya Lake. This didn't used to be a lake. But yeah, it felt very autumn, fall-ish. And while there wasn't anything super interesting story-wise, it was just really cool. I liked it a lot. Hey, look at that. And I just really liked, story-wise, what was going on in the Lanryu region. I thought it was pretty cool. So, let me know what you guys thought. That'd be pretty interesting. And this should be my final memory completed, and then I can finally go back to whatever her name was, Grandma? I don't know. And tell her I found all of my memories. Or at least all the pictures.
I doubt this will let up anytime soon. Your path seems to mirror your father's. You've dedicated yourself to becoming a knight as well. Your commitment to the training necessary to fulfill your goal is really quite admirable. I see now why you would be the chosen one. What if one day you realized that you just weren't meant to be a fighter? Yet the only thing people ever said was that you were born into a family of the royal guard, and so no matter what you thought, you had to become a knight. If that was the only thing you were ever told, I wonder then, would you have chosen a different path?
It's getting deep insightful thought here. Alright, we got them all. So, let me go back through all this in my mind. Let's see. Start of our adventure. We catch up with her and she's grumpy about that. Oh, we know. I thought I looked at this one already. Apparently not.